Hey guys, Fatso Games here, and today I have a 1.3 Terraria inventory editor. I already made a video about this website like 10 months ago, but I wasn't explaining anything very well, so I'm trying to make up for those mistakes in this video, and so without further ado, let's get started. And also, I will leave the link of this website in the description down below. So once you go onto this website, it'll show the version number and everything. But you're going to want to do is click on the character thing up here, and it'll show you everything. This will be 50 out of 50, and this will be 20 out of 20, and this is everything like default. So you could change how you look here. But for video purposes, I'm not going to change the way I look. So if you want maxed out health, you go 500 out of 500, and maxed out mana is 200 out of 200. And you could change your game mode here, but I'm just going to keep it at softcore. In equips, you could change how many coins you have in ammo, your armor, and accessories. So if you want some platinum coins, you just look up platinum coins. And it should be here. It's right here. And you put it into the coins section. I already put in these coins earlier, so don't mind those. So then if you want more coins, like the 99 coins I have here, you go to edit, and then you change the count to 99. It's worth keeping in mind that if you have more coins or ammo or blocks in general, that are more than that maximum stack of the actual game, some servers will like block you from going into the server because they detect that you're cheating. This is technically a cheat, and if you're looking to play legitly, I suggest that you don't use this, and this is only for entertainment purposes, so that you could just have fun with the loadouts that you're making. So if you want ammo, you just look up arrows and do the exact same thing with the coins. And if you want armor, these first 3 slots are armor slots, and you could look them up. So if you want solar flare stuff, you just look up solar flare, and there will be all these solar flare things. But you're just gonna be wanting to look for the armor, and you put those down here. And these slots are for accessories like the ink shield and like obsidian skull, and yeah. Down here is the social stuff and but those aren't as necessary. So once you're done putting all your stuff in here, you could go to miscellaneous to get your mounts. So looking up cosmic card keys, you could get that UFO mount that you always wanted and put it in there. Don't worry about these slots, they're not really necessary and they don't do anything. So you're just gonna be wanting to put your stuff in there. If you can't find your stuff, you could click on this search thing, and there will be all these categories that you could choose from, so you could look for your mounts down here, or your blocks in general. So after you're done with that, you could go to inventory, and pick out all your weapons and stuff like the Meow Mirror, which I already have in my inventory, which is right here. Let's say you want a legendary Meow Mirror. That problem could be fixed by going to edit, and then going to the library thing right here, and then choosing legendary. It's legendary for melee weapons. For ranged weapons, it's unreal, and for all these other ones, it's godly. So I think that's what it is for the enchants, or whatever you call them. And let's just say you want for your ink shield or something to be menacing, you could go to the positive, and then accessory plus, and all these things. They also have negative enchants right here, but who would want those really when they do nothing except harm at you? So yeah, that's basically it for the inventory. Bank safe in worlds are not really useful or like necessary. I don't even know what they do. Like worlds, I guess you can make a world or something, but I don't think you would want to do that because you could make a world in Terraria itself. Safe, sorry, voice crack. Safe is like, I actually don't know what safe is. Bank might be the piggy bank, but yeah, I think that's really just not necessary when you can just hold all your coins right here. Buffs is actually pretty useful because you could choose your buffs over here. And really all you do is just like give you the buffs that you have. Like if you just look through all these buffs, and then you just pick one out, and then you drag it out here and choose your duration right here. So that's like And so if you want to maybe just choose 60 seconds, or you could do something ridiculous like millions of seconds. I just stick with 60 seconds. So once you're done with that, you can name yourself right here. It'll just say player, so you just put that out and then replace it with your name, and that'll be your Terraria name. And once you're done with that, you could save player, and it'll well, it looks like I already have a player file with Fatso Games, so I'm just gonna rename it as Fatso Eater Man 2, because I already have a Fatso game Eater Man. And then you could just save it. So make sure you don't have another player file with the same name, because you could get confused with the other player. So yeah. So then you could save your player after you made sure you don't have any player files with the same name, and just press save. It'll be right here if you're using Windows. I'm not sure where it is if you use Mac or anything. I mean, if you're using Google, yeah, it doesn't matter what operating system you're using. Just if you're using Google, it's down here. For like Microsoft Edge, it's down here, or like Internet Explorer, it's not sure where it is for Safari. I think it's up at the top, but Firefox, it also is at the top. So once you're done here, you could just drag out this file to your desktop, and it'll be right here for me. And once I'm done with that, I could just go into my file explorer and then just look up in this PC players, because I had a really hard time trying to find the player file for Terraria, and I just resorted to looking for it in this PC section. So I think this only works for Windows. Mac, I'm not sure. It's really different for Mac. I've never even used a Mac, so yeah. So once you get it found, you just click on it, and it will be all these players that you have previously. If you don't have any players, there'll be nothing there. So you just drag this file over onto the player file, and it'll just add the player to Terraria, right? So after that, right here. So don't mind this. This is just for Minecraft and stuff. This is Terraria. You have to find it for Terraria. There might be a lot of player files for other games that you might have. So just make sure that you clicked on the right file for Terraria. So once you're done with that, you drag in the file right here, and you're done with putting in the file, right? So once you're done with that, you could go into Terraria. Make sure Terraria is closed before you put in the file, because if it's open, it won't show that your player has been put in yet. So you're gonna have to close it and reopen it, and it'll be there, pretty sure. If it's not there, try putting out the file and then closing Terraria and putting it back in. So when I go into single player and I look at all of this stuff, right here is Fatso Eaterman 2. All these guys look exactly the same because I've been doing this a lot with other characters, so it will be there. I guarantee you that. If it doesn't work, you might have done something wrong in the process of putting in the player file. Also, the problem with putting in the player files, make sure you do not take out the player file from the Terraria file, because it could be annoying finding it in your PC, the player file, every single time, but just try to keep it there, because if you put the player file out onto the desktop to make it easier to get to, it's not going to work, because the player file has to be into the Terraria file. So if you find the Terraria file, drag it out, because it'll also contain the player file, and then you can access it from there. Just make sure the player file is in the Terraria file. So I think that's about it for the tutorial. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you enjoyed, and also leave a like. I'll leave the link down in the description, as I said earlier, and I hope you enjoyed.